For this video, I'm going to show how to create a pressure pipe force main in Civil 3D 2016. I already have the alignment created. I have a couple 45-degree bends in here, and it's really easy. They've made it work pretty simple. So let's get started. If you go to your ribbon and pull down underneath the Create Design tab, pull down the Create Pressure Network from Object. You want to click on your alignment. You can do it from a polyline. It doesn't have to be an alignment. It can be a polyline as well. After you click on that, it's going to ask you which direction you want it to flow. You're going to do it down the stationing like you would regular. You would hit OK. It comes up and asks you the name. I'll name this one FM1 from the alignment. I'm going to select the sanitary parts list. I have this parts list set up to where it'll have the fittings the way I want and on the layers that I want. This will be default in the template that you're using. We'll pick a 4-inch force main. As you can see, the layers have already defaulted to the P sanitary sewer pipe and structure profile and section. So those will come in correctly. I'm going to pick the EG surface and then the F line FM1, which is the alignment that we selected to put the force main along. The next thing you're going to want to remember to do is set your cover. I like to use 5.5 feet for this force main, kind of as a rule of thumb. And after that, you'll hit OK, and it'll think for a second, and then put a force main along the alignment. Once that's in, we will run a profile and show what the verticals of that force main look like, and then there will be a couple areas that you'll need to adjust the verticals so that it follows the undulation of the surface, and you'll see that once we get it going here. Okay, so the run is completed along the alignment. So the next step is to get it into a profile view so you can see the elevations. So I'm going to come over here, do a pull down, create surface profile for line FM1, draw the profile, look at the stations. If you need to edit the stations, you can. If you need to edit the height, you can. I'm going to add in this force main 1 pressure network into this so that I don't have to individually select each piece and part to put it in. I'm going to hit create profile view, come down here, and you can see it's running pretty good. The alignment that we have, there's not a great lot of change, so it's running pretty good, 5.5 feet below the surface. There's a few spots that we'll have to raise and lower it, but it's really simple to use, and I was going to show you now. So this looks like it's a ditch, so we want to make sure we're 5.5 feet below the bottom of that ditch. So to do that, you're going to have to break the pipe. If you click on the pipe, go up to your ribbon, look at edit network button, and then pull down to profile layout tools. That brings up everything that you can do with this network and profile. So if we want to break this pipe, we'll go a little bit ahead of it, the ditch, and then we're going to break it again and go a little bit behind the ditch. If you hit enter, then now you have individual segments of pipe. Come in here, pick on the triangle, come down a little bit, pull this down a little bit, and so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to go down another foot or so to get this the right depth. There, it's going to mean we're going to need to pull these down here as well, make that a little more fluid, and then this is back to our 5.5 foot of cover. These, I don't like the way these look, but it's the best of the option we have. They look better if it's just if the slope is consistent, then they do the right. There's not a real easy way to edit them, so it's what the software is giving us. You'll only have those where you have bends typically. Alright, so we're in another spot that it needs to be lowered because we're not meeting our minimum cover here. So I would take this whole pipe section, click on the square, move it down, moved it down a little too much. Move it back up so that we have the 5 foot of cover. I'm going to move this down here around like this, and then connect this pipe up. That's going to be too much. So you're going to want to break this pipe so that you're not digging too deep for no reason. So again, it's as simple as clicking on a pipe, edit network, profile layout tools, break the pipe, pick somewhere where you want it to come up, and pick on the triangle, and then just raise it up to somewhere that it's a little smoother. Same thing down here, you pull this connector down and select your pipe, make sure that it joins, and then we're going to want to break this pipe as well. Something like that. And that's pretty good. You have a little bit of a problem over here, so we need to click on the pipe. I'm gonna break this before I drop it down. So we need to go profile, not the plan. Sorry, getting ahead of myself here. Profile layout tools, break the pipe. I'm gonna break it here, and I'm gonna break it kind of after the bend a little bit, so we have some room. I'm gonna break it down here again, and one more time. We'll have 4 or 5 segments to get us down below the cover needed to put this run in. So again, you just click on the pipe where they're connected, bring it down, and kind of visually make sure you're around 5 foot below. If you get these too steep, you'll need to put in a vertical bend. You'll have to look at the pipe properties to know how steep is too steep. I'm going to break this one more time so that it's not too deep too fast. And then pick those, bring them up. And there we go. I'll need to break this one because of this here. I'll break it in the middle. Swing it down. Something to that effect. And then the rest follows out pretty well. So that is the gist, or the general basics of a force main inside of a profile, a pressure pipe inside of a profile. We'll now go and look at the plan view editing you can do. You can add a bend, you can add pipes and bends, you can delete a part. It's all in the ribbon. Everything that you can do, you want to edit the network, click on your plan edits. So it's showing what size we have selected, and then here are the appurtenances that you can add, and here are the bends that you can add. If you were to want to edit this line, you can just click on it, move apart, break apart. In further videos, I think I will show how that works. If your alignment changes and you're wanting to move, if it's got to move, you click on the alignment, and then you'll want to just drag the pipe with it after the alignment has moved. I guess I can do this by just editing this alignment. So I'm going to add a PI to this alignment and show it as if it was needing to be adjusted. So if I need to match that alignment, this pipe run is a pretty long pipe run, so it's going to have to break. So same concept as in the profile. Go to plan layout tool, break the pipe, pick your station. The only separate thing you'll have to do in plan is you have to temporarily disconnect these two pieces of pipe. So you'll right click, disconnect from pressure part, pick your part, and now they become separate entities with which you can move up to get it on the right bearing and then pull it back with this triangle. And the same concept with this, you're going to take it up with the diamond, get it lined up on the right bearing, and then pull it with the triangle and connect them back up. So with that change, let's go back and look at our profile and see if that pipe is needing to be added in. It looks like it was smart enough to split the pipe automatically in profile without having to re-add it in. Let's look at the station just to show where the pipe change was. Now I've got to find it. Okay, no, that's not it. I believe this was it. So it is a little right at 17 plus 50 we had put in plan view. We broke the pipe, and Civil 3D is smart enough to, there you can see I have two pipe segments in profile, so it splits it every which way you do it. It'll split it in profile or it'll split it in plan, and then it updates itself inside of your plan view or your profile view. So that is a brief overview of how to create a pressure pipe in Civil 3D 2016. I will have further videos getting into more of a in-depth how to put in the bends, how to change parts and pipes, pipe sizes, and further videos. Thanks for watching.